Are you prepared to have 7 years of bad luck? A mirror is a great asset for filmmaking. Just like in our previous videos where we made a soft bounce and a hard bounce, that's the same as what a mirror can do. A mirror can really give you a hard bounce on your subject. Now, mirrors come in great when you're shooting outside. There are things called a mirror board, which is a 4x4 large board with a junior adapter that takes a junior combo stand in order to use. And you can use these mirror boards when you're outside and you need a really hard edge on your subject. So maybe you're backlit by the sun, but then you want to create a hard edge. Well, that hard edge can cost you some money in the realm of a 4K or a 12K and a generator. That all costs a lot of money, but you can get the same effect with just having a mirror. And you put that mirror outside and you reflect it in the sun, then you can get a hard edge, or maybe you can reflect just as you would a bounce. Another great thing about a mirror is you can crack this baby and you can turn this into something that's a little bit more, what would it be termed? Like a cucaloris. You're going to break it up and you're going to make shafty kind of light elements in your background. Something similar to a projector beam. Well, instead of going out and spending money on a Leica or a projector beam, we're going to take this mirror, we're going to break it in half, and then we're going to make some kind of mirror board. So half of it's going to be like a regular mirror board, and the other half is going to be a more textured kind of lighting design, which can be used in both video and photography. Now you can buy 1x1 mirror boards. That's 1 foot by 1 foot piece of mirror from your local hardware store. You can go out there and crack it, and then you can put it on a stand and you can use that in all types of lighting effects. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a mirror that we have laying around the house that I'm never going to use. I'm never going to put this on the wall, and I'm going to break this puppy, and I'm going to get my 7 years of bad luck by doing so, but I'm also going to get a great lighting tool asset. So stay tuned as we break some mirrors and we show you how to make a cool little mirror board. So number one, you can use foam core to put as the backing. I'm just going to use some old cardboard. And I can throw this cardboard away and it can go to the trash, or I can recycle this cardboard and make it into something useful for my photo and video studio. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recycle this, and I'm not going to just throw it away and make it landfill trash. Now, one thing I really wish I had was a glass cutter. If I had a glass cutter, that would make everything so great. I could cut this glass in half and then I don't have to deal with it. But I don't have a glass cutter. So I'm going to do this a different way. This may be a pass or a fail. I may absolutely fail at this, but we're going to try it out. So what I'm going to first do is take my mirror and kind of square it up to my cardboard. And then I'm going to cut my cardboard. Once I size my cardboard to my mirror, the next thing to do is get some just basic, what we call J-Lar. You can find this in any hardware store. Pretty much is box tape, commonly known as box tape. The official name is J-Lar. And you can take this J-Lar, which is a clear tape with no lettering and no logoing on it, and I'm going to tape my mirror to my cardboard. Then that's when the magic is going to happen. Now this doesn't have to be super clean, because what we're going to end up doing is adding texture to whatever we're shooting. What the J-Lar is actually going to do is allow us to break the mirror without any danger or cutting ourselves, and be able to still reflect as any mirror would. If you buy one of these from the hardware store, you'll have a much easier time than I am by a, let's say, roughly 2 by 2.5, 3 foot mirror. All right, so we got our mirror, J-Lar, which is going to add a little bit of diffusion. It's still going to be a hard bounce, but we've added with the J-Lar just a little bit of diffusion to that. And to be honest with you, this is something I've carried on every movie set I have been on and television series. Whether I used it or not, that's unsaid. But I have at least had one on standby if it ever got used. And we'll see in a minute how we're going to use this for some kind of texture background, just to break up the light a little bit and things like that. So next comes the fun part. We get to use Mr. Hammer. Fun part, scary part. What I'm going to try and do, since I don't have a glass cutter, I'm going to try and break this in half. Wish me luck. Now I'm going to take my J-Lar and I'm going to tape up the rest of this to make it a little bit more safe. So we taped up everything, we cleaned up all the little extra mirror pieces that were laying around so we didn't get cut. And then we taped up the ends of our mirror boards here so there wasn't any extra pieces leaking out of it. And this was our final result. We got a mirror that was semi-cracked, which is great. And then we got a super cracked mirror, which is even better for more textures and things like that. Even I can cast a little lens flare in there maybe. And then what we did is we took a dummy and some product and we showed you just kind of like the result of what using a broken mirror will give to you. So here's our final result. What we did is we took the more broken mirror and we threw a 1K baby, 1,000 watt light, 1,000 watt tungsten light, which we're going to color correct later. So we just used the 1,000 watt tungsten light to show you what kind of textures you can get out of a broken mirror. And as you can see, there's a little bit of shadow and a little bit of hot spots. That's what's great about a broken mirror. It can really add a lot of texture to whatever you're doing, if it's product or if it's just background or maybe it's a plant in the background. That's what a mirror can do for you. I would love to hear about your comments. Let us know if you've tried this before or if you even used this before. And again, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, always keep shooting, and we'll see you in the next video.